For his dearest love, Mamba Kobe is reborn, returning to the start of the 1996 season. With experience from his previous life at 41, Chen Wen leads his team with team basketball, outplaying top pick Allen Iverson to win. Next, they defeat Karl Malone's Utah Jazz in a back-to-back. Now, he faces the ultimate showdown with basketball god Michael Jordan. Moments ago, Jordan sized up Kobe and issued a challenge. "Rookie, are you ready for class?" Kobe gave no response. His gaze was sharp, locked onto Jordan's every move. At that moment, Jordan made a quick crossover, trying to break through the defense from the right, but to his surprise, Kobe's lateral movement was incredibly fast, cutting him off and using his body to deliver tough resistance. Jordan looked shocked. Kobe's strength and defense were far beyond what he expected. He was forced to dribble backward, with little time left on the shot clock. The relaxed look on Jordan's face vanished. He faked several times with convincing moves, but Kobe's defense was airtight. In the end, Jordan had to use his signature fadeaway jumper, and Kobe leapt up to block the shot. His fingertips were just a hair from the ball, but the shot still went in. When it comes to the basketball god, no one can stop him. After scoring, Jordan gave Kobe a meaningful look, but Kobe stayed expressionless, picked up the ball, and quickly went on offense. In that first possession, though he didn't stop Jordan, he made him use the full 24 seconds and only score in the hardest way. Next, Kobe dribbled past half court, with Jordan guarding him. The crowd's boos thundered, but Kobe kept his cool, calmly directing his teammates. He quickly passed to a cutting teammate, drawing a foul and switching from defense to offense. Jordan called for the ball again, and this time he chose to post up, using his strength to back Kobe down step by step. Kobe defended with all his might, his legs trembling, but he refused to give an inch. Then, after a few bumps, Jordan suddenly spun to the left and took a fadeaway jumper. But just as he brought the ball up, Kobe, as if he had anticipated it all along, reacted even faster, extending his long arm and instantly blocking Jordan's line of sight. The intense defensive pressure caused the ball to hit the back rim hard and bounce out. The entire arena froze for a second before erupting in astonishment. Kobe had actually managed to stop Jordan's post-up play. After landing, Jordan gave Kobe a deep look, and the contempt in his eyes vanished completely. The top predators always recognize their own kind, and at this moment, he realized this rookie was truly different. The Black Mamba had already bared his icy fangs, but the realm of gods does not tolerate mortal provocation. Having been stopped by a high schooler, Jordan's gaze turned cold as a blade. On the next possession, he didn't say a word, called for the ball at the wing, and posted up again. Every one of his bumps was full of power. Kobe clenched his teeth and defended with all his strength, pushing Jordan deep into the paint. Suddenly, Jordan spun quickly to the right, instantly shifting Kobe's balance. But just then, Jordan pulled off an incredibly convincing fake, suddenly spinning into a fadeaway. He turned to the left, the entire move as quick as lightning, executed in one seamless motion. Kobe had completely lost his balance and could only watch as Jordan created absolute shooting space in midair, swishing the ball cleanly through the net once again. After scoring, for the first time, Jordan shook his head slightly at Kobe, his eyes seeming to say, "You're still far from my level." This was the ultimate psychological blow, scoring on you in your own style, then adding a touch of disdain. Yet Kobe's face remained expressionless, though inside he was frantically replaying every detail of the last play, while the thoroughly provoked god of basketball stood before him. Only then did he reveal his terrifying prowess. On the next play, Jordan made an off-ball cut, used the screen to shake Kobe, caught the pass, and shot. The ball swished through the net. On the other end, Kobe tried a backdoor cut, but Jordan's experience let him hold his position. On defense, Jordan turned up the intensity for Kobe, his long arms constantly disrupting, and his trash talk coiling. "Is that all you've got? Kid, I've seen your moves." Under Jordan's suffocating offense and defense, the Bulls quickly widened the lead. Kobe was trapped. He kept missing shots and even made rare mistakes, including being stripped by Jordan for a fast break score. The Lakers called a timeout as the score gap grew to over 10 points. As Kobe walked off, sweat soaked his jersey and his breathing was rapid. He felt total defeat, overwhelmed in every way. Even Shaquille O'Neal tried to comfort him, saying, "Don't worry, kid, that's Michael Jordan." But Kobe didn't need comfort. He covered his head with a towel, not out of frustration, but because he was replaying every matchup in his mind. Beneath the towel, his eyes shone with fierce excitement and desire. For the first time, he so clearly felt the all-around gap between himself and peak Jordan. But instead of discouraging him, it ignited the deepest fighting spirit within him. At halftime, the atmosphere in the Lakers locker room was heavy. Jordan had racked up 20 points, while Kobe had only 4 points and 3 turnovers. His stats were completely overshadowed. The reporters had already prepared headlines about Jordan teaching the arrogant rookie a lesson. In the Bulls locker room, Jordan even said to Pippen, "That kid's not bad, but that's about it." Everyone thought the suspense was over, that the legend was still untouchable. Yet at that moment, in a corner of the Lakers locker room, Kobe suddenly yanked off his towel. The confusion in his eyes vanished, replaced by a cold resolve. He looked toward the coach. His tone was firm. "Coach, let me keep guarding him in the second half. I've adjusted now." He replayed every moment against Jordan. How Jordan lowered his center of gravity, anticipated fakes, and recovered after contact. In the first half, he relied on instinct and talent. In the second, he would use the wisdom learned from the legend. As the second half began and Kobe stepped onto the court, his demeanor changed. Excitement and fighting spirit were replaced by a blade-like calm. Jordan noticed the change, but didn't take it seriously. To him, it was just a rookie struggle. The Bulls were on offense, and Jordan called for the ball on the wing, ready to teach him with his post-up moves. But as he powered in, something felt off. Kobe's center of gravity was lower, his stance more solid, and after each collision, he recovered with surprising speed. Jordan, out of habit, faked a spin right, but this time Kobe wasn't fooled. He shifted his weight, steadied himself, and even cut off Jordan's spin path early. Jordan looked surprised and had to pick up his dribble. This one-on-one had stalled. Coming up empty-handed, Jordan narrowed his eyes. This kid was interesting. Now it was the Lakers' turn on offense. Kobe stopped running off the ball and called for it, facing Jordan's tight defense. To everyone's surprise, he used one of Jordan's moves, backing Jordan down in the post. Although he didn't have the same strength or fluidity, his composure and intent to imitate were clear. After backing down twice, he spun quickly to the left. Jordan reacted instantly to cut him off, but it was a feint. Kobe kept his pivot foot planted, pulled the ball back, and followed with a fadeaway jumper. The move was executed in one smooth motion. Jordan's block was a split second too late, and the ball sailed over his fingertips, swishing through the net. Kobe made a high-difficulty turnaround jumper over Jordan. The arena fell silent, then erupted in a thunderous roar. After scoring, Kobe didn't celebrate. He turned and hustled back on defense with a blank expression. As he passed Jordan, their eyes met. This time, Jordan's gaze had changed. No more disdain, only seriousness and a spark of anger. This rookie wasn't just learning, he was mimicking and countering on offense. That basket signaled the Lakers' comeback and enraged the god of basketball. In the next minute, the game became a fierce duel, a clash of titans. Jordan attacked Kobe with more complex moves and strength, sinking tough shots, determined to crush Kobe's confidence. But Kobe was different from the first half. He didn't get discouraged. He lowered his stance, judged cautiously, and stuck to Jordan, making every point hard-earned. By the end of the third quarter, the deficit was down to 8. Jordan exploded for 32 points, but Kobe also caught up with 14, and more importantly, he held his ground in their head-to-head matchup. During the break, Jordan's coach wanted him to take it easy, but with a cold stare, Jordan cut him off. He would handle this himself. This game had become a personal battle between him and the rookie. The whistle for the fourth quarter sounded like the signal for a duel. Jordan didn't rest, and Kobe stayed on the court as well. The Bulls ran their classic triangle offense. Jordan used a screen to get the ball, didn't hesitate for a second, rose up, and drained a three-pointer. After scoring, he gave Kobe his signature shrug. An extreme display of psychological intimidation. Immediately after, Kobe missed a jump shot in response, and the Bulls launched a fast break. Pippen finished with a dunk, instantly stretching the lead to 13 points. At this critical moment, Kobe showed his big game mentality. He didn't panic. Instead, he called Shaq over for a pick and roll. Jordan and Longley immediately double-teamed him, but in a split second, Kobe threaded a pinpoint pass through the defenders to Shaq. With a clear path ahead, Shaq slammed it home with both hands. This crucial assist helped the Lakers steady themselves, but the god had his own answer. The response was even faster and fiercer. He moved off the ball to get a pass, and facing Kobe's tight defense, forced his way through. Kobe held his ground, bracing with his chest to absorb the impact. But Jordan, leaning into Kobe, lost balance in midair, twisted, and tossed the ball up. The whistle blew for a foul on Bryant, and the shot still went in. An and one. Jordan sprang up, pounded his chest, and roared to the arena. As the clock ticked down, the point difference stayed around 10. Through his actions, Jordan showed who ruled the league. With 3 minutes left, the Lakers trailed by more than 10 points. The outcome was decided. During a fierce scramble, Rodman's elbow struck Kobe's brow, and blood gushed out, staining his eye. The team doctor rushed in, but Kobe pushed him away, letting the blood flow as he stared at the scoreboard, then at the distant number 23. "No," his voice was hoarse but firm. "Just bandage me, I can play." The coach saw the resolve in Kobe's eyes and knew he couldn't stop him. A white bandage was pressed to his brow, but blood seeped through. He showed no pain as he walked back onto the court. The crowd watched the rookie, his face bloody, and applauded. This was respect for a warrior. Even Jordan's eyes showed it. There was a fleeting, almost imperceptible look in Jordan's eyes. The game continued, and Kobe's fighting spirit ignited the team. The Lakers launched a final counterattack. He defended with abandon, diving for loose balls, and on offense, hit a tough fadeaway jumper, narrowing the gap to 10 points with a minute and a half left. Jordan took control, running down the clock. He wanted to seal the game with this possession. The crowd stood for the final showdown. He signaled for everyone to clear out. He was going one-on-one. Suddenly, Jordan made a big crossover, driving in from the right. Kobe slid over, using his body to block him. Jordan leaned in, but Kobe spun left. On the right, Jordan tried his signature turnaround fadeaway. Kobe leaped, his fingertips nearly touching the ball. The ball arced, hit the back rim, and bounced out. Kobe stopped him. He defended Jordan's clutch shot. O'Neal grabbed the rebound, and the Lakers called timeout. 45 seconds remained, trailing by 10. Their hopes were slim, but not gone. The miracle never came. The final buzzer sounded, 88-98. The Lakers lost. But in this game, there was no loser named Kobe. They lost the game, but won the future. Afterward, reporters surrounded Jordan asking, "How would you evaluate Kobe's performance tonight?" The contempt Jordan had before the game was gone. He looked serious, even solemn. "I take back what I said. That kid, he's special, he's fearless, learns fast, and made things tough for me tonight." Jordan looked into the camera and said, "I remember his name, Kobe Bryant. He's going to be very, very special." The words from the basketball god electrified the arena, and then Kobe walked out, the prominent bandage on his brow a testament to the intensity of the battle. Reporters immediately swarmed around him, relaying Jordan's high praise. Kobe stopped, his gaze calm but burning with fire. He didn't smile, he simply looked straight into the camera and spoke calmly. "I heard him. I have great respect for Michael. He's the greatest player of all time, and it's an honor to have his recognition." His tone was utterly sincere, but then he changed direction, and the whole arena fell silent in an instant. "But for me, that's not enough." His voice remained steady, but carried a sharp edge. "Respect is not the end. My goal has never been to earn anyone's approval." He suddenly looked up, his gaze beneath the bandage as sharp as a blade. "Tonight, I learned a lot. I saw the gap, and I saw the direction." He paused for a second, then spoke each word with weight and clarity. "Tell Michael to enjoy this victory while it lasts, because the next time we meet, the win won't be his. I'll remember this defeat." He pointed to the wound on his brow. "And this is just the beginning." With that, he turned and walked away, leaving the reporters behind in an instant uproar over his challenge. This was a bold, unvarnished challenge issued directly to the god of basketball. The next day, every sports media outlet featured his injured face on their front page with a single core headline, "The war has just begun." The nickname Black Mamba spread across the world overnight. He earned respect with his performance and declared his ambition with his challenge. Soon after, December arrived, and the Lakers were unstoppable, racking up a 4-game winning streak. Kobe was averaging nearly a triple-double per game, but a strange phenomenon emerged. His stats were always just shy of a triple-double, always missing by a hair. When reporters questioned him about it, he simply smiled faintly and said, "Winning is more important than stats." Meanwhile, his chemistry with Shaq reached new heights. Shaq was playing more effortlessly than ever, fully displaying his dominance in the paint. However, a tough battle was looming. On December 14th, the Lakers were set to host the Houston Rockets, who had Hakeem, the Dream, Olajuwon. This was a crucial game for Shaq to prove he was the league's top center. Before the game, Shaq was uncharacteristically quiet. He knew the Dream's footwork would be tough to handle. At that moment, Kobe walked over and sat down beside him. Shaq admitted in his deep voice that he was worried about the next day's game. "Hakeem is smart. He's tough to deal with." Kobe nodded, stayed silent for a few seconds, then suddenly spoke. His voice was calm, yet carried a convincing strength. "Shaq, you're the strongest. You don't need to compare footwork or skills with him." Kobe pointed to his own head. "You just need to play smarter. I'll get you the ball in spots where you can attack right away. Destroy him before he gets set. If the double team comes, we'll hit those open shots. You only need to do one thing. Trust us." Shaq looked into Kobe's serious eyes, and his anxiety instantly faded. He reached out his big hand and gave Kobe's head a firm rub. He grinned. "Hey kid, you're right. I'm the big diesel. Whoever tries to stop me gets run over." He put on a mock stern face. "But if your passes aren't good, I'll kick your butt." Kobe laughed too. "You won't get the chance." A trust that went beyond mere teammates became unbreakable before this crucial battle. O'Neal knew that this rookie was not just a genius, but a partner he could truly rely on. Soon, game day arrived. The Great Western Forum was packed to the rafters. What would happen in this ultimate showdown between Shaq and the Dream? Let's wait and see.